a group of 4 of us decided that our biggest footprint we made on this earth was driving. And the petroleum industry was a pretty nasty thing, both through their oil exploration and also the pollution that comes out of the tailpipe. And I learned about biodiesel and decided that was the solution, and that was something that we were going to work on. So we designed a processor to convert waste grease, French fry grease, into biodiesel fuel. At first everyone was pretty skeptical in school about our project, recycling grease and running it in cars, putting it in engines, what's that all about? But finally they opened up their minds and accepted the idea that you could make your own fuel, and it was safe and it was better for the environment, and it ran in your engine just fine, and actually better in your engine. We then began recycling all the grease at school and running one of the buses on 100% biodiesel called the Fried Ride.
Andrew Azman has made a real difference in the City of Boulder, and I think across the country. He's created a partnership between the university, the City of Boulder, and the private sector to bring biodiesel to all of the major public fleets in this area, and to bring biodiesel to individual citizens who own diesel vehicles.
Thank you guys for coming here. My name is Andrew Azman. I'm the founder of CU Biodiesel. We recently opened up the first biodiesel pump in Colorado, which is now serving CU, the city, and many other public and private fleets.
And the only reason that it came here was because Andrew's work got the city and the university to commit to buying enough biodiesel to allow a local oil company, Barkus Oil, to begin carrying it.
So instead of filling up with regular gasoline or diesel, they can fill up with biodiesel. I think that that's really important. And they can keep on doing what they're doing, but just not have such an impact on the earth and not leave a trace.
We estimate that from the buses switching over, which is 13 buses, the next year we will save 500,000 pounds of CO2 from being emitted into the air. Besides CO2, all the carcinogens that are in petroleum diesel are reduced significantly by switching to biodiesel. There's also no sulfur added to biodiesel, which contributes to acid rain once it becomes sulfur dioxide. One of the big problems with petroleum diesel is it's both harmful to handle and to breathe. Biodiesel B100 is biodegradable and non-toxic, less toxic than a tablespoon of salt. Let me show you something. So you have right here, as you can see or can't see, it's a very, very little exhaust, very little particulate matter, and it actually smells like French fries.
One of the things that I think is going to make a real difference is that Andrew's pioneered an idea, which is getting students to put their pocketbooks behind renewable fuels. He got students to vote by a margin of 83% to 17% to raise their own student fees to bring biodiesel to the University of Colorado. I think that's an idea that's going to sweep the nation. We're going to see universities all around the country doing that same thing, and that's going to help drive the transition to biodiesel in this country.
Switching to biodiesel will take us one step closer towards a sustainable future. It will clean up our air, support rural agriculture, and help us avoid unnecessary bloodshed for natural resources.